Chapter 2, Let Me Tell. That night, when it was time for dessert, my dad asked, "Did anything happen at school today?" "Yes, do you want to hear something cool?" I said. "He was talking to me, Hammerhead," said Susie, "not you." "How do you know?" I said. "Because he was looking at me," said Susie. So? "So that means he was asking me." "That's okay," said my dad. "You can both tell me something. Susie, why don't you go first?" Susie smiled at me and then turned to my dad and said, "The book fair is coming next week and—" "There's going to be a contest," I interrupted. "That's not fair," Susie whined. "I was going to say that. Freddy ruined it." "You can still tell us about it," said my mom. "No, I can't," Susie said, pouting. "He already told you." "I'd like to hear more about the contest," said my dad. "So if you're not going to tell me, then Freddy can. Freddy, do you want to tell me about it?" "Sure, Dad. There's going to be a readathon for a whole week. We're all supposed to keep track of how many minutes we read each day. And the person who reads the most minutes gets to pick 5 free books from the book fair," said Susie. "Hey, I was telling them," I said, "and you interrupted." "Now you know how it feels," said Susie. I stuck my tongue out at her. "Freddie, do not stick your tongue out at your sister. That's rude," said my dad. "Well, she was rude to me," I said. "If you two don't stop arguing, there will be no dessert," said my mom. "No dessert. But you got my favorite ice cream, mint chocolate chip, at the grocery store today and told me I could have some for dessert," I said. "Then you will stop fighting with your sister," said my mom. "But what about her?" "She needs to stop too." My mom looked at both of us. We glared at each other. "I guess I can put this ice cream back in the freezer," said my mom. I had been waiting all day for that ice cream. "No, wait," Susie and I said together. "We'll be good." "Promise," said my mom. "Promise," we said. My mom scooped out the ice cream and passed a bowl to each of us. I stuck my head in my bowl to smell it. I just love the fresh, minty smell. When I lifted my head up, Susie started pointing and laughing at me. "What's so funny?" I said. You, you have ice cream on your nose." I looked carefully at the tip of my nose. Sure enough, it was green. I tried to lick it off with my tongue. "Freddie, what are you doing?" said my mom. "Trying to get the ice cream off the end of my nose," I said. "How about using a napkin instead of your tongue?" "But my way is more fun," I said. "Your way is disgusting," said my mom. "But look, I almost got it off," I said, sticking my tongue way out of my mouth and tickling the end of my nose. "Freddie, please use your napkin." "Oh, all right," I said. I picked up my napkin and wiped off the end of my nose. "Mom, do you have any chocolate syrup?" "Yes, it's on the bottom of the shelf in the fridge." I went over to the refrigerator and grabbed the bottle of chocolate syrup. I brought it back to the table and poured it over my ice cream. "Whoa, whoa, whoa," said my dad. "I think that's enough, Freddie." "You can never have enough chocolate syrup," I said, smiling. I stuck my finger in the chocolate syrup and then rubbed it on top of my lip. On my top lip. "Look, I have a chocolate mustache." "Freddie," said my mom, "you have to stop playing with your food. You're not a baby anymore." "Sometimes I wonder," Susie mumbled. "Miss Freddie needs to take a nap." "Go over to the sink and wash off your face and hands right now. And don't touch anything on your way over." "It's just a little chocolate syrup," I said. "And a little chocolate syrup can make a big mess," said my mom. She is such a neat freak. She thinks that everything is a big mess. I washed up and came back to the table to finish my dessert. "Here's a spoon," said my mom. "Use it or I'll have to start calling you little piggy." "So can we finish talking about the book fair?" said my dad. "Did you say the person who reads the most minutes gets 5 free books?" "5 free books of your choice," said Susie. "Isn't that cool?" I said. "You get to pick them yourself." "That is pretty cool," said my dad. "What a great contest," said my mom. "Of course, I like anything that gets you to read." "I think I'm going to win," said Susie. "I love to read." "How about you, Freddie?" said my mom. "I really want those books, but I can't win," I said. "I'm not a very good reader." "Yes, you are," said my dad. "Need a nap." No, I'm not, I said, and besides, Susie can read much faster than I can. So, said my dad, so there's no way I can read that fast. Remember, said my mom, you're not counting how many books you read, you're counting the minutes. You don't need to read more books than Susie. You just need to read for more minutes than she does. I sat up in my chair and smiled. Hey, you're right, Mom. Why didn't I think of that? I gobbled the rest of my ice cream and jumped out of my chair. Where are you going? My mom asked. Where do you think? I said. To read. No Commander Upchuck tonight, said my dad. Nope, I said. No time for TV. I've got to read, read, read.